Hello, I am Cody Frederick at AHS-TV, and I am joined by
Connor Swartz,
Zander.
And today we're going to be talking about Star Wars. We're going to go through each of the films, go through each saga, the prequels first, the originals, and then the sequels, and just give our general thoughts on each movie. So, starting with Phantom Menace, I hate this movie. It's terrible. Everything about it is bad. The CGI is terrible. The acting is bad. The Jar Jar Binks is annoying. Liam Neeson doesn't do anything, and then he dies at the end. Ewan McGregor's in the movie for like 5 minutes. Darth Maul's in the movie for like 5 minutes. I don't know what the plot is really. Like they go. There's like there's a federal trade federation, and they're like, "Mwahaha, we're bad guys. We want the stuff," and then they like. Qui-Gon Jinn, they like run out of gas or something, so they have to go to Tatooine, and they find this little annoying child, and he's like, oh, he has these white blood cells in his bloodstream.
Midichlorians?
Yeah, midichlorians.
That means he has the Force, which is really stupid and dumb.
No,
it's just the explanation of the Force and the prequels is really stupid. I really hate it. The scientific explanation behind it. And he's like, oh, yeah, he's got lots of the midichlorians. Let's take him to the place. And they're like, no, we don't want to train him. But then he does it anyway. And then he dies. And then Obi-Wan Kenobi is like, yeah, I'm gonna do it reluctantly, which I think is kind of dumb. I think, but he should have sought out to train him. I think that would have been better. Yeah, I hate this movie. Go ahead, Connor.
Well, since you talked about why you hate the movie, I'm going to talk about why maybe it isn't the worst movie ever made.
It's not the worst Star Wars movie. I'll give it that.
No, definitely not. It has one of the greatest scores of all time, mostly because of Duel of the Fates, because it's just a legendary song, that and Battle of Heroes, but we'll get to that later. The Darth Maul fight.
You could say that about any Star Wars movie.
Yeah, John Williams is an impeccable man.
He's the GOAT.
He is the GOAT. Anyway, Darth Maul, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, fantastic fight. There's just...
that is not like the only scene in the movie I like. Is the final battle.
Yeah, that's the only good scene. I saw something one day. It was like, so Darth Maul didn't know who Anakin was. So when Qui-Gon was by the ship and Anakin's running towards him, Darth Maul is on a speeder. He just sees some kid running in the sand, tries to run him over. Like, what is he doing?
because he's the bad guy.
Darth Maul hates small children.
Fair enough.
I like that Darth Maul's only a memorable character if you take Clone Wars into account. Like,
oh, yeah.
If Clone Wars wasn't a thing, he'd just be like this random character that shows up in one movie and then dies at the end.
And Grievous does that, but...
Yeah, Grievous too. Grievous has a little bit more screen time. At least he says more than like 3 lines.
Yeah, that's fair. There's some pretty memorable ones, too.
Yeah, can you say one?
This will make a fine addition to my collection.
Okay, that's
time to abandon ship.
Talking about Phantom Menace here.
Yeah, but we're talking about Grievous, too.
No, we're talking about at last we reveal ourselves to the Jedi.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
At last we will have revenge.
Are you? But personally, I think the movie's okay. It was my childhood. It was awesome as a child. But I hated Jar Jar, so Jar Jar is really annoying. And they They serve no purpose to be in that movie.
No.
Their fight is awful at the end. The Gungans versus the droids.
Oh god, it looks so the effects age so bad. It looks terrible.
That fight's really bad. It's not good. I like Liam Neeson though. Kinda don't like I think it's fine what they did with his character. But he didn't really do much.
He does not do enough, I don't think.
Yeah. I don't like Padme.
In any of these movies.
I hate Padme.
She's so bad.
She's not great.
Like, that arc was so boring. I don't care about Naboo.
The planet core.
But I think it's movies like out of 5, I'll give it like a 2.
Out of 5.
2.5 maybe. 2.5.
I'll give it like a 1 out of 5.
I'm gonna have to agree with Zander on 2.5. I'm just gonna no, a 3 just for the nostalgia of the prequels.
Yeah, dude, the nostalgia is amazing.
Yeah.
But the Gungan fight just makes it worse.
Yeah.
Like I would give it a 3, but that fight is not good.
No, that's
I don't have. I have nostalgia for Revenge of the Sith, but like as a kid, I didn't watch the first 2 because I thought they were boring, and I only watched the third one because I liked the fights in it.
I always watched Phantom Menace.
Yeah, that's what people complain about. It was like too much politics and
Yeah, I was like, I don't care about this. I just want to watch people hit each other with lightsabers.
exactly. That's what Star Wars is all about.
All right, so Attack of the Clones. Connor, you can start with Attack of the Clones.
So Attack of the Clones. Do I remember a lot from this movie? Absolutely not. All I know is there's worms, Count Dooku, and Sidious. So Sidious decides, hey, Dooku, kill Padme. Dooku decides, hey, Jango, kill Padme. Jango decides, hey, Zam Wesell, kill Padme. And Zam Wesell decides, hey, Robot, kill Padme. And Robot then decides, worms, go kill Padme. And it all fails. It's all for nothing.
Also, his plan makes no sense because he wants, in Revenge of the Sith, he wants like them to, he wants them to be together, like in this movie, so that he can turn Anakin onto his side. So why would he try to kill her? It'd be different if he did it. He was like attacking her himself, but he sent someone who sent another person, who sent another person, who sent a robot to do it.
Yeah, then Jango just assassinates Sam Wesell because why not?
Shoots him. I don't know. It's like a shapeshifter. Shoots it from like 500 yards away and top of a roof. So why didn't he just do that with Padme?
That's too much work.
He's a bounty hunter. Like, that's his whole job.
He's like one of the most renowned bounty hunters in the galaxy.
Zander,
Attack of the Clones. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Attack of the Clones. What a interesting movie. The whole Anakin and Padme stuff is just bad. The writing is terrible. We all know the line, I hate sand.
I don't like sand.
It's so bad.
It's like Twilight level.
Then you get to the Count Dooku fight. Then you get to the Count Dooku Yoda fight, which is very bad. But
I think it's the worst lightsaber battle in Star Wars.
No,
I disagree.
Wait, no, you know what? I would say the Anakin Obi-Wan. I hate that one more.
Well, and what?
The second Attack of the Clones.
Oh.
Yeah,
just them at the end on Geonosis, and there's like that weird shot of their lightsabers like revolving above their heads, and that's like half the battle. Yeah, that's the worst lightsaber battle in Star Wars, I think.
Interesting idea to CG's head. Is that what they did?
Yeah, because Christopher Lloyd's like 75 or something.
Yeah, but I think they did a very poor job with that.
No, they did a poor job with the entire movie.
That's so true. The pit is very memorable.
Oh yeah,
because Padme's hot,
of course.
But the fights there. Mace Windu just straight up destroys.
I like Jedi aren't supposed to kill people.
Yeah.
He straight up.
He even disarms him.
He disarms him and
kills
then
him anyway.
decapitates him.
He just destroys him, dude. And
In front of his quote-unquote son.
yeah,
Well, I mean, was he there? He was up in the stands, right?
yeah.
He comes down and he holds his helmet.
She's like, "Ow!"
I think I always thought it would be funny if his head just like came out of his helmet
Yeah.
when he was
Yeah.
wearing it.
But I can't remember how it ends. Do you remember how it ends?
They get married.
That's how it ends.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the end. I thought it just ended with Count Dooku going off.
No, they're on Naboo and they like get married. Wait, is it Naboo?
I'm gonna guess
Yeah,
so.
they get married on Naboo.
The place with all the waterfalls and
Yeah, that's Naboo.
How is it not Naboo?
Yeah.
I thought it was, but
What
I
are you
don't
getting
know.
confused with?
Yeah.
I don't know. I try to block this movie out of my memory.
Fair enough.
All right, so Attack of the Clones. I think this is easily the worst Star Wars movie. I don't even think it comes really close. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Everything about this movie is just awful. God, some of the lines in this movie are just absolutely horrendous.
Anakin just comes off as like a creepy stalker.
He's so weird with Padme. He's like she's like, stop looking at me. It makes me uncomfortable. And he's like, sorry, my lady. it's so weird. The fights are all bad. The one with Yoda is okay. It doesn't look the best, but like I never watched this movie as a kid. I just YouTubed that fight, and then that was all my nostalgia. This movie is from that. Count Dooku is so useless in this trilogy. He doesn't do anything.
No, he just kind of he has one cool lightsaber fight, then just dies.
Yeah, he
gets out.
His all his cool moments and personality is from Clone Wars, just like Darth Maul. So he's like completely pointless as a character. Obi-Wan's thing, he goes to all Obi-Wan does in this movie is talk to CGI characters and walk around in CGI rooms.
Yeah, that's just...
Like he fights like one time at the end. He fights Jango Fett. He gets hit like with like 5 explosions that somehow do nothing to him. And
That's the Force.
yeah, and the Geonosis stuff is like he throws Padme and Anakin. Palpatine throws Padme and Anakin into an arena where they could potentially get eaten and killed at any moment, which makes no sense because he wants them both to be alive, at least for now, so for his plan to work. And he can read the future, so there's no reason that he shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Yeah, the movie's bad. I don't have anything good to say about it, really.
I don't think anyone does.
No.
It's just terrible. So yeah, 2 out of 10, 1 out of 5, I think.
Yeah,
Completely fair.
1.
Zander, you can start with Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith is my favorite Star Wars movie. I love everything about this movie. It is phenomenal. I love the fights in this movie are the best. Can't even tell me I'm wrong. They are the best.
Oh, that's absolutely correct.
What do you mean,
Choreography wise, yeah.
They're the Anakin versus Obi-Wan is the best Star Wars fight.
Yeah.
That's an opinion.
How?
The only correct opinion you're allowed to have. Yes, Cody.
Okay.
What's your favorite?
Yeah.
Luke versus Vader.
No, it was terrible.
I half expected him to say Rey versus Kyle in the Rise of Skywalker.
No.
But Revenge of the Sith, I love Revenge of the Sith. Anakin's betrayal is sad.
Oh, yeah.
He's really sad. Then he kills Mace Windu, and it's like, why? Power.
You can clearly see he's a Sith. Like, I get he wants to save Padme and everything, but he just betrays everything and just cuts off his hand, gets electrocuted out the window. Like, what are you doing? Come on.
You're throwing.
Yeah, you're throwing.
I like General Grievous, even though there's not really any. If you haven't seen Clone Wars, there's like no story behind him.
He just shows up.
He's just a robot.
He just shows up randomly and then dies.
Okay, but Obi-Wan and his fight scene is amazing.
Oh, yeah, Obi-Wan and Grievous.
Victory shields.
Yeah?
Hello there.
Yeah? I think this has the best dialogue in any Star Wars movie, too. All the lines are incredible.
Some.
No, all of them.
Some more than others.
Like, do it.
Like Obi-Wan on the hill and Anakin's out on the platform. Then after that, everything's just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
My brother Anakin, I loved you.
You're breaking my heart.
That too.
We already stated our hatred for Padme. We don't.
Yeah.
I like how she's barely in it, too. That's my favorite part.
She's just at the end.
I like how
She's in the beginning.
She was pregnant at the beginning of the movie. And she has the baby at the end of the movie, but like
she never looks pregnant.
Like, the movie duration in the timeline is like a few days.
but he's just finding out she's pregnant.
She got the super womb.
Super force pregnancy.
Yeah.
It's accelerated.
Of course. I like the clones.
You got is that everything, Zander?
Yeah.
All right. Well, my feelings on this movie are I used to hate it, but over like the past couple of years, I've grown fond of it. It has a lot of nostalgia value, especially if you watch Clone Wars. I think this movie is way, way better if you watch Clone Wars. Like 2 points better at least. Yeah, I think the opening, like, yeah, you good, Connor.
I'm great. I'm sorry.
The opening, everything, like from the start till when they crash, the ship is like amazing. Like that's all great. I love everything there. Anakin and Obi-Wan's banter in that is great. But I just I don't love the writing in this movie. It's got a lot of the bad prequel writing, and it's just there's some really bad dialogue in this movie, especially with Anakin. I used to hate it as much as the other two, but yeah, I've grown fond of it. I like where Anakin ends up. I just don't love that they kind of rush his character in this movie, I think. But if you watch Clone Wars, it feels more like planned and cohesive.
But this is where the fun begins.
Yeah, there's a lot of great meme lines in this movie.
Yeah,
I honestly think that helps it on rewatches and just helps it be more memorable, because I remember a lot of sequences from this movie, whereas the first two I struggle to remember anything past like the main lightsaber fights. So yeah, Connor.
Revenge of the Sith, aka the greatest Star Wars movie of all time. So what to say about this movie? Anakin versus Obi-Wan, as you said, greatest lightsaber fight of all time.
Yeah.
So emotional afterwards too. Obi-Wan's interaction with Anakin when he's just sitting there burning on the ground after just took the greatest L in the galaxy. Yeah, if you didn't watch the Clone Wars, the prequels obviously don't mean as much, because Grievous shows up, dies. Dooku shows up, dies.
Darth Maul shows up and dies.
Yeah.
Is that all you got, Connor?
That is all I got. I don't know.
Okay, but the opening scene is incredible with the start, like the ships fighting.
They do
torpedoes.
They do a really cool one
trick.
take at the start of it. It's
when they
really awesome.
go around the ship and it's just a battle.
Yeah, and
that scene's amazing.
The score is really good in that part.
Because John Williams is amazing. Let's be honest.
All right, so
Battle of Heroes
ratings.
10 out of 10.
Is it out of 5?
Or 5 out of 5.
I don't care.
5 out of 5. Okay, Thanks for listening to our podcast. Bye.